Good evening. Now your STV News, including the headlines for air. Brendan Cox, the widower of murdered MP Joe Cox, has met with Scottish political leaders as he promotes events to bring communities together on the anniversary of his wife's death. Mr Cox is organising the Great Get Together to encourage communities to hold street parties, picnics and coffee mornings in June. Labour councillors in Aberdeen are to form a coalition with the Conservatives despite being ordered not to by the party's ruling body. Labour's Scottish Executive Committee rejected the proposed deal yesterday, but at a meeting in Aberdeen today the group chose to ignore the ruling. The Labour councillors have been threatened with suspension from the party if they do not pull out of the deal. 6 Royal Navy personnel have been taken to hospital after accidentally inhaling gas at the Fastlane base on the River Clyde. A suppression system on a ship was triggered during a training exercise and released gas believed to be nitrogen. They were taken to Royal Alexandra Hospital in Paisley as a precaution. Bosses at Prestwick Airport expect to repay almost £40 million of Scottish Government loans within the next 15 years. Ministers stepped in to save the airport from closure in 2013, buying it for £1 and loaning millions of pounds to keep the business afloat. Young Scots are eating more sweets than their UK counterparts, but St Andrews University research shows that children are drinking less fizzy juice than 15 years ago. It's part of a report into childhood obesity. 4 out of 5 teenagers in Scotland spend more than 2 hours a day on electronic devices. An investigation by the World Health Organization found that's an increase of more than 50% in over a decade. They suggest the rise of social media is affecting young people's health. And the main headlines in air this afternoon. A body has been found in the search for a missing South Ayrshire man. 31-year-old Alexander Singerman had not been seen since leaving his work in Auchencreevy on Wednesday. And Ayr United have announced they will move to full-time football next season following their relegation from the Scottish Championship. The side returned to League One after finishing bottom of the second tier, but will now employ players on professional contracts in a bid to secure promotion. And that's all for the time being. We'll be back again in an hour with STV News at 6. But first, here's your local weather forecast.
STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson. STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson.